Hi everyone and welcome to the stream. Playing Classic Burn today. I was not impressed with Incinerator yesterday. So just gonna play some Classic Burn today. Let's jump right into it. I think I still want to bring in 4 core, even though I haven't been playing mirrors that often. I think I still want to bring in the 4. Still excited for Zendikar because of Roiling Vortex. That's not what I want. I want constructed. Ooh, there's a super qualifier. I do not have the necessary qualifier. I'm still way off, sadly. Let's go for a league. Classic Burn. Let me look at my list just to make sure everything's fine and dandy. Yeah. Okay, everything's fine. Let's do this. Hopefully we dodge the bad matchups. I hate that ad nauseum's been picking up, because that deck is a pain to deal with. It's very keepable. Although double skewer is not great. Double skewer is definitely not great. Forest. Ooh, we're up against scales. Eidolon's great against scales. Eidolon is really great against scales. Wait. Ranger? That's interesting. Are we not up against hardened scales with artifacts and such? Okay, Ballista for 2. Okay. Give me a minute, I need to answer a phone call. I'm back. Not sure if I'll have to cut the stream short, but let's focus on winning this one. We drew Swiftspear. She's actually very decent. It's actually very decent. I still think that I'm attacking here. It's basically no chance. Oh, it's Iliad. Oh, that's a problem. It's a big problem. Okay, I know what I'm up against. Can my opponent can technically beat me next turn. I mean, he can't. He needs to give Ballista life gain. So okay, what can I do here? I can Can kill the Ballista. Here's what I'd rather do. Play the Eidolon. I'm gonna force him to kill my Eidolon with Ballista. Should be fine. He's attacking? Do I just block? I'll take the 2 here. Skewer Ballista. No, he can't beat me this turn, so I think I'd rather force action on his part. The delay is huge. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention, so I kinda I didn't answer it straight away. I don't think the delay is that big. Oh, I want land here. Land's good. Land's very good. What do I want to do here? I can play land into Swiftspear attack if he blocks a Skullcrack him. And if he doesn't block, yeah, that sounds about right. Like I attack. Okay, another ruse, that's fine. No blocks from opponent. Well, I think I know what I'm doing. Playing a second Swiftspear and killing. Hey, how's it going? It's not about how much fun I have. It's about how no fun my opponent has. Isn't that the control motto? I feel like that's how control players play. Another ruse. Okay. What do we want to do here? We probably want to go Skullcrack, Skewer the Use, attack for 8. Then my opponent's really pressed to... Not control players? Yeah, we're not control players, but look, I'm killing creatures, so... if I go face with all of these, he still doesn't die. So I'm more inclined to just shoot the skews. Because I might want to, if I do top deck a land, I want to crack islets at ease. But being up against Iliad is so painful. Okay, that's... okay, so my opponent just concedes he doesn't have anything. We reveal... collect... okay, so my opponent's... wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. What do I want here? what do I want here? Because Smash the Smithereens sounds bad. It's never connecting if his only artifact is the thing that I don't care about, the ballista. So I think Path is necessary. I don't like Surgical that much. What am I cutting? Probably Boros Charm. It's not Scales though, it's like a devoted druid ballista Iliad combo type of thing. So it's not Scales, so I think that's Smash. Kills Ballista, but it doesn't really kill Ballista. They sack Ballista to... They remove the counter so it doesn't get in for the damage, so I think it's bad. I'd rather have Path. I'm thinking if I want some Surgical to snipe away win cons. I think that's not how I win this game. I need to be fast. Fast and deadly. We were on the draw though. Ooh, I like this hand, kinda. As Eidolon, Lavamancer, Path. It is pretty solid. Yeah, let's keep. Let's get punished from. I don't think Surgical's worth. Yeah, me neither. That's. I don't think I want to bring in Surgical here. Okay. Utopia Sprawl. Honestly, an underappreciated card, I feel. It's a very good mana dork, per se. Do I want Grim Lavamancer here? No. I don't think so. I think I need to try and be fast and deadly, as I said. What is that? Conclave Mentor. And dies, you gain life equal to its power. It's very tame. Auriok Champion. Wow. My opponent is actually playing Auriok Champion. Makes sense, it's a good card. We're definitely pathing that, even though I'd love to slam down Eidolon. How do you think is to go Infinite in MTGO with Burn? Well, it depends a lot on the meta, but it depends a lot on the meta, to be honest. But one thing for sure is that Burn is not a, well, it's not a tiring deck to play, because a lot of lines are simple. You know, there are a bunch of corner cases where it's hard to pilot, but your typical lines are easy, so you end up not getting tired as much, which is definitely relevant. Like, I can't really imagine playing 5 matches of like blue-white control, like 5 intense matches, and by the end of it still be like fresh and making the perfect decisions every time. So I think that Burn wins a lot there. It's definitely something to take into consideration. I'm thinking if I want to cast Grim Lavamancer here. Probably, right? Yeah, path this. What about the current meta? Well, the current meta is a little aggressive towards red, because Ponza, Prowess, and to some extent Burn are all good decks. Mostly Ponza and Prowess. So people are very ready to beat red. And the way that people usually try and beat red is they play life gain, which isn't a great stat to be playing, but people insist on playing it. What that means is that people are playing life gain to beat prowess, which doesn't really beat prowess, and so they try and play more life gain to beat prowess some more, and it ends up in a crazy situation where your opponents are just playing a ton of life gain to try and beat prowess, and you get oh my god, this is so bad for us. So bad. This is 8 life my opponent's getting. Yeah, see, that there's an example of what I was talking about. Okay, so this Goblin Guide's going in for sure. So I still haven't answered your question. I still haven't answered your question. Oh, this is such a bad trade. My opponent's just gonna go infinite, right? And with scales out, this actually grows to infinity. So I can't keep... Well, let's concede here. Look, I can probably... Yeah, I can block this with Lavamancer, then put Lurrus in hand, play Swiftspear, then play Lurrus, and then keep cycling a blocker and win by mill. But I'd rather do that on a game 3 if I'm gonna do that at all. I think my cards. I keep the same cards. So yeah, maybe going for burn right now isn't the best. Although I am having I have been going infinite for a long time. I think the only time I dropped the infinity loop, like I'm close to dropping it now, to be honest. But it's because whenever I get to 300 play points, I usually spend them on a challenge. And then if I don't, and then I just go like 4-4 and gain 150 back, and that's what happened last time. So that's why I'm on 150 now. So I would like to play first. Okay, we need to come out the gate swinging. Ooh, that's a very good hand, but 1 land. I'm keeping it because I have double Goblin Guide and Path, so I can potentially win off of that. But this is a risky hand. Not something you'd want to keep most days. Let's try and go super fast here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream the whole league today, which sucks because it's the first day that I'm officially a Twitch affiliate, means I can get subs now. I do have an icon that's pending, so hopefully that goes through sometime soon. Yeah, we'll play Sprawl here, that's fine. Okay, we got extremely rewarded there. extremely rewarded. Because if I don't draw that land, I'm kind of in trouble. Harbor Elf I don't really care about. Iliad I don't really care about. A captain is fine. Okay, do I want... Let's wait. Ooh, Skullcrack is so good here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna pull a... I'm gonna do something that's quite cheeky. If my opponent cracks this, now I can suspend Riftbolt. My opponent doesn't have priority when I suspend Riftbolt, so I can do it like this. Now we're getting in for 6. There's a very big chance we win next turn, unless my opponent does something really big. Like a Knight of Autumn is really big for my opponent. My opponent can Knight of Autumn, Arbor Elf, and Burnton. It's pretty good. Cool trick, you hold priority to do that. No. Riftbolt. Suspending Riftbolt doesn't give priority to your opponent. So, in that situation where my opponent could have sacrificed if I had open mana, he could have sacrificed the dude to stop me from... Okay, so my opponent could have sacrificed Ranger to stop me from playing a sorcerer from hand, and that would stop Riftbolt. What's the play here? Yeah, because you can only suspend Riftbolt if you could play a spell, so I think I'm gonna do this. My opponent did not sacrifice Burnton. I would have liked him to sacrifice it there. Guess we attack here. Ooh, we draw Eidolon. Yeah, but you can only suspend if you could cast it. That's the thing. I've had that go wrong in more than one situation. Like opponent had something like a card that doesn't let me cast more than one spell, but you can still suspend a Riftbolt and then cast a second spell, but you can't cast a spell and then suspend Riftbolt because you aren't able to cast Riftbolt, so you can't suspend it. We reveal Knight of Autumn, which sucks. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it makes sense. Okay, so do I kill the Burnton? Okay, so what's happening here? Burnton's already gaining 2 life. Burnton is gonna gain 2 life next turn. It's already the 4 that Knight of Autumn gains. So do I want to kill Burnton? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's better, I think. Kill Burnton here. Suspend end cost rather than cast this card from your hand. Yeah, but you need to be able to cast it to suspend it. That's the thing. Here's the nuance. Give it to me. Knight of Autumn gaining life, yeah. It's expected. Conclave Mentor. Okay, that's a problem. Can I get a lightning bolt? I can get a lightning bolt. Wait a minute, let me just do this attack. Do I attack first and bolt face? Or do I bolt the board? Spike Feeder is a problem. Okay, so I can bolt Mentor. As it says, rather than cast, you'll still have to do it as if you were going to cast it. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, if I go to blocks, my opponent blocks like this, I bolt face. I'm basically losing one Goblin guy, that's the thing, right? I'm losing one Goblin guide, meaning I can bolt the... I think I lose one Goblin guide here, to be honest. I think it's better. Yeah, let's lose one Goblin guide here. Ooh, no. We're losing 2 Goblin guides. Why did I think that my opponent was dumb? Means that the ability itself sets the timing to use it when you could cast the card normally. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I did not anticipate my opponent being smart. Why didn't I think of this block? I would have bolted the Mentor right away. That's a punt. I'm losing out on damage here now. Still think I need to go face though. One could have path in hand, which is a problem. Opponent has path, we're in trouble. Oh, that's a lot of mana. It's a lot of... Oh, that's infinite life. That is infinite life. Now I don't concede. Now I let my opponent try and beat me. Though I had to take that phone call, so my opponent's super ahead on time. Yeah, opponent, I know you have infinite life. I have more cards than you in my deck. I'll just tell him that. I know you have infinite life. I have more cards in life than you. He's just having fun now. Like, infinite life is not a win con, so I'm not conceding here. Because I can kill Spike Feeder next turn. And like basically this Lavamancer here makes it so I can control the board somewhat reliably. This sucks. I'm not attacking, it's not worth it. Yeah, opponent, you can do that all day. You actually win if it comes to decking, yep. Like, my opponent needs to beat me, it's not enough to not lose. That's the problem with this combo, is that it's worthless, basically. Okay, you don't lose to combat damage anymore, basically. But you still need to beat me. It's boring to watch, sure, but like my opponent probably has a lot of things to actually beat me, like a Ballista. If he plays Ballista for 2 and pumps, oh no, like because I'm always gonna have Lavamancer ready to kill a Ballista. I'm not attacking, like his life is meaningless now. I don't think my deck can even do that much damage. I need to keep Lavamancer up now. Wouldn't you lose to a giant Ballista eventually? No, because I can kill Ballista with Lavamancer when it comes down. That at 8 mana is when my opponent beats me with Ballista, basically. Plays Ballista for 2 and can pump it twice. Between Scales doesn't do it. Although I need to be fast because of time. This is a war of attrition now. And I can't F6 because of Lavamancer value. Wait a minute. Damn, I stay away for 10 minutes and When I come back, opponent has 155 left. Yeah. He went off with Spike Feeder. I mean, if they sandbag this until they have lots of mana. Yeah, but now I have 2 removal pieces, so he has to do it 3 times. You know, I think it's more likely that I have enough removal for Ballista than my opponent is to actually have enough mana to do it in a timely manner. I think I'm playing Lurrus here, actually. I'm not attacking, like my opponent's at 155, but let's play a little fair and say he's at 1 million life, so I'm never beating that. I think he's just trying to time me out now. Second Eidolon sucks. Let's mill our opponent now. Let's attack with Goblin Guide. Make him draw lands. What's this? Collected Company. Wowee. He's fetching a Ballista, maybe? Okay, chat, do I just concede here? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Opponent plays Ballista for 2. Scoop is, yeah, I think we're approaching the scoop phase. Sure, whatever, opponent. Wow, thank you very much for the subscription. Ion, sorry, I can't say your name. Ion R. Mihai. Thank you very much for the subscription. You're the first one. Perks are incoming. Oh, I just noticed that I don't even have an alert. I'm so bad at this. Perks are incoming. I have an icon in... I have an emote that's pending. And I'm probably making a sideboard guide. Okay, so I'm just losing here. It's conceding time. Opponent got me. No use in trying. So I'll try to get a sideboard guide going sometime. I'll try to get it done over the weekend, so that next week subs already have access to the sideboard guide. I think that's the standard thing to do if you're a... I don't want to say one-trick pony because I kind of know how to play other decks, just not as well. Am I fetching for a basic here? Eidolon's really good. Yeah, I'm fetching for a basic. I think that with 3 lands, I want to fetch first. Alright. What is this? Oh, God damn it. No Eidolon on 2 then. This is really bad. This is really bad. Basically 2 mana land destruction spell. Yeah, I'm suspending this because I suspect that my opponent's on... I'm not sure what he's on. Loving the continent, need to go run and I'll be back soon unless you have to go. Congrats on the field. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub, by the way. Really means a lot that people actually enjoy my content enough for a sub. Sorry it didn't have an alert. I'll get that sorted out. I didn't even think that that wasn't set up. Which doesn't make sense because I didn't set it up, so why would it be set up? But thank you very much. Okay, so it's control with spreading seas. Huh, makes sense. So this Riftbolt was dumb. Very much. And now I gotta... I hate this so much. Why is my opponent playing a good deck? Why is my opponent playing a good deck? With good cards. And here's what I'm so upset about. I'm wasting a damage here. Because my Swiftspear is getting pumped. I'm lagging a little bit. Not sure if it's the client or if it's me. Could be me. I could play Eidolon, but I think that killing the fairy is gonna be better in the long run. Opponent, stop doing that. Even as mana for a counter, like a mana leak. Oh, God damn it. No, opponent, why are you like this? Oh, we're getting a lot of lands though. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it safe. Niche, you came at a bad time, man. My seas have been spread. No reason not to do this. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not gonna be a good game. By the way, spreading seas, great card. Play it more. Card's really good. It sucks in mirrors, but even then it cantrips. Like, it's not that bad. Hardcast Batterskull. Wow. Okay. I just lose then. Wow, that was rough. That was very rough. I need Smash the Smithereens for sure. And I think that's it, honestly. Just getting some Riftbolt because of the fairy. Like one surgical, just because I'm an idiot. Wow. So I don't think he's here anymore. Someone was asking me about playing Burn and going infinite. That is, like, these are the bad games. Iliad combo into blue-white Stoneblade, playing Spreading Seas. Sounds not good. It's not bad. I'm gonna keep. For one simple reason. Well, I can't really go spreading seas on one, right? So I can just do this now. Gonna bold face, I think. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not bolding face. I need to be able to kill Stoneforge through a force. It's my game plan here. So no bold. No bold. Second Eidolon is actually great. I was going to ask, I'm looking for a deck to buy, but I'm not a big fan of Browse. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Browse either. That's why I'm still playing Burn. Even if Browse is pretty much proven to be the better red deck. But they're really different. Like, I can't really say that they're similar. They're really different. They play very differently. Hey, how's it going? You came at a bad time. We're getting completely punished for playing Burn, basically. Heck, let's bolt. Actually, here's the thing. I need to do this now. He might have force, he might not have force. Okay, so he does have force. So I have the second removal. That's why I didn't play Bolt on turn 1. If he has a second force, then good job, I guess. Okay, so he killed the Stoneforge, and him forcing that, why not attack first? No real reason. Yeah, you should attack first there. Like, he's tapped out, so force is the only thing. He's never gonna block, so in that situation it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. What about now? I attack, he casts Snapcaster, he blocks. I'll play a second one. If I play Eidolon, he can counter Eidolon. If I play this, he snap paths this. Let's attack here for... should I attack or should I cast Eidolon? That casting Eidolon is actually better here. Let's cast the Eidolon. It resolves. Wow, now I'm scared. I'm scared. What is my opponent doing? Maybe snap blocks and then paths this one, so maybe I shouldn't attack. I would cast. Yeah, I think that casting is better. Gets punished by a more strict hand. Now, if I attack, my opponent can clear my board, so I'm not attacking here. Screw you, opponent. Well, now it's screw me because This isn't gonna win me the game. I need to attack. And if I'm attacking now, I should have attacked last turn. Ooh, Goblin Guide's nice. Yeah, I should have attacked last turn. I think that was too cautious, and I might lose because of that. Untap Verdict, yeah. I think it's untap Cryptic. Ooh, Shark Typhoon. It's actually worse. Alright, our play is very simple. Play Eidolon. If he had Verdict, he would have played it. Maybe not, maybe because... Oh, maybe not, because I had... How can he clear your board if you attacked? He could have had Snap Path, which, yeah, it's like 6 damage to him. But then I don't have anything to close out the game, basically. Like, I need to play with what I have in hand there. But yeah, it might have cost me the game. It was at least 4 damage that I was getting in. So... might have cost me the game. I'm thinking if I want to put Lurrus in hand now. Supreme Verdict, I can't... Yeah, I think that at this point I can't play around his stuff. I need to force him to have things to beat me. Okay. Third Eidolon is great. My opponent didn't cast Batterskull, which tells me he has something here. Another Typhoon. That sucks. That sucks a lot. And where are my lightning bolts when I need them? I'm a pauper player. Snap for me is another spell. Yeah. Snap is troublesome. Do I want to go Lurrus Eidolon? Probably, right? Yeah, I hate it when people shorten Snapcasters to Snap because of that. Well, I'm still opening myself to the thing that kills me. It's a Batterskull, that's fine. Oh, can we please for once draw Smash the Smithereens? Just once. Huh, we did do it. So question. Do I smash? He forces, he goes down to 7. I Skullcrack, he goes down to 4. I attack. Oh, yeah, Snap. Snap is a spell, but in Modern, Snap only has one meaning. Crack first. Yeah, you know what? I'm a big dumbo. Of course I crack first. Wait, no. Wait, yeah. Does my opponent... I think he does. I think he forces this, right? If you add force, He would have forced there. Okay, so we are winning. Attack with the whole crew. And even path can't get us because of sure opponent, you still die. Yeah. If he has force, I think so. Yeah, I think he would have always forced that Skullcrack. Because if I'm cracking there, it means I have something to follow it up. I really don't want to play Path to Exile. Alright. And great win. Yeah, it felt good winning through a Batterskull. This is a mulligan, sadly. This is a keep. Oh, such a bad keep though. I have to ship away that. Yeah, this is a really bad hand. I'm gonna lose this game, pretty sure. Bringing us to a grand total of 0-2. I didn't even play. Oh, yes, a creature. We did it, chat. We got a creature for turn 1. Magic Online's crashing. We did it. That's spicy. Do I... That's an interesting one. Okay, do I bolt face and skewer the mystic? And he forces? Yeah, I mean... Okay, I always... Yeah, I think that's the... because I don't want that skewer to be stuck in hand. Because I have Smash, if he forces this... No, but here's my reasoning. I have Smash, so if he forces my Skewer on the chick, then he most likely doesn't have force for Smash the Smithereens. And I'd rather smash the Batterskull now than killing Stoneforge. You know? The Fairy is bad. Ooh. That's very good for us. A main phase opt. Passing the turn? Wow. Can we get a Lava Spike here? That works. And that was my angle. Every point counts here, I think. And with my very weak hand, I kinda have to go for it here. But I don't love this, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he has force. Oh, Magic Online's really slow here. Do I surgical the force? Is that a thing I want to do? Well, no. If I do that pre-combat, right? I should have done it, because him at 6 and him at 7 is very different. Now he has the Fairy on thin ice. Wow. And Stoneforge, okay. I should have surgical the... Oh, I'm gonna be so upset when this doesn't work. I should have surgical the force. So do I do it now? I guess I do it now. Shark, Typhoon, and Snapcaster. How's his deck going? He has no timely reinforcements, that's good to know. That is good to know. Okay, 4 gusts. Okay, so type sharks and snaps. And I didn't exile the one in the graveyard. Sure. I could have put Lurrus in hand, but Lurrus isn't doing anything too relevant. I'd rather just crack a Sunbaked Canyon. I'd rather just crack a Sunbaked Canyon. Getting pseudo punished for... Okay. We like this. We like this a lot. He activates Stoneforge now. We kill it. What's this? Okay. Shark Typhoon. Sure. I know he has Snapcaster in hand, and 2 unknowns. So do I Boros Charm here? I think I have to. He can't Snap Force. Big mistake, but I forgot to exile this one. It resolves? What the hell? The Lava Spike. Why didn't you Boros Charm in response to the shark? Because I want to do it on my opponent's end step, basically. Snap Opt. So my opponent's putting me on Smash the Smithereens, which is 100% correct. Huh. Opponent is putting me on Smash the Smithereens. But I can't really go Lava Spike without holding up mana for... Okay. Do I Lava Spike here? Yes, I do. He has something. A cryptic command? Oh, bouncing a land? Ah, opponent, you're so bad. If you bounce my Vantage, you basically win. And now... okay, why didn't I respond to Boros Charm in response to the Shark Typhoon? I don't think I ever explained that properly. Alright, because I want to play on his end step. It's better to play on his end step. Even if I did... he has to block, yeah. Now, do I lose to Sword? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sword is +2/+2, right? So I don't lose to Sword. Jace. Okay, that's... Jace Brainstorm. Okay. That's actually very good for it. It doesn't have Force. He's gonna get Force in hand. Oh no, okay. He has no island, so another Stoneforge. Huh. Feast and Famine. Okay, so he's getting me to... he's putting me to... within range. Can I get a vault? Oh my god, another one! No! So bad. By the way, my opponent's playing this really well. Alright, he's playing around Smash the Smithereens really damn well. Like I would have won if he had tried to turbo out the Batterskull. He properly interpreted that I was playing Smash the Smithereens. He's playing really well around it. So kudos to opponent. I don't even know what's in his hand. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. Okay, so we need a spell, basically. Well, can we get a lightning bolt here? And we do get a lightning bolt. Okay, so we're at 6, so yeah, it's lethal. They have to fairy, so he can't do it. Maybe he's ghosting. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, it's reasonable that I'm playing Smash the Smithereens, because I was holding up mana in a weird way. Yeah, but I would always lose here, sadly. GG's though, it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Okay, let's... if I lose, I think I'll very swiftly end the stream a little bit early, because I do have stuff to do. Like, who wants to watch me try to scrape a 0-3 into a 2-3? doesn't sound great at all. Alright. We won the die roll, that's always good. I'm gonna keep this. It has Eidolon, I'm on the play. I'm fetching for a basic though, I have double white here. I think it's reasonable. Marsh Flats, to a Swamp, to a Thoughtseize. God damn it. Can we get a Skewer? It's not luck if you call it. Always remember that, chat. It's not luck if you call it. Opponent at 7. Still not sure what he's on. He showed me. I mean, Marsh Flats is kinda telling of what he's on. What the actual hell? Do I kill that and attack face? I just attack, right? It's 1 extra damage, so we like it. He draws a card, but it is within Bull's range now. There's a chance he's playing stuff like Collective Brutality though. Said this more than once. Decks that play... Wow, that's a really confident play. It's a really confident play from opponent. Okay, so mono black, splashing white. So it's the I don't know what it's called. We're gonna keep the same 61 cards. Smallpox, it's smallpox. Smallpox is the deck that plays that assortment of spells. Because that 2-drop kinda wants to die to have proper value. So it's good with Smallpox. We should be favored, but then again, Kaya's Guile is a card, Collective Brutality is a card, Gifted Aetherborn, I think that's what it's called, is a card. So, a masterclass on how to get crushed by Burn Hate. Let's move this away, it's too risky. We're up against Smallpox deck, keeping a 1-lander is not gonna pan out. This is much better, I think. I hope. Crypt Breaker. That's fine. That should be fine. What's the text on Crypt Breaker though? Tap 3, draw card, lose 1 life. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now that's interesting. That is very interesting. I love Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Well, theoretically I want to play a 2-drop in case I... yeah. Because I draw land, I want to use my mana properly. It's not like suspending this Riftbolt's gonna win me the game next turn. That's a problem. That gains life, yeah? Oh no, it just... okay. So I probably need Path. I was mistaken. Like, this isn't Smallpox, it's Aristocrats. That's a problem. That is a problem. Okay. Might be a little awkward, but I don't want to take 2 damage for each of those spells because I think my opponent's trying to run. If my opponent wants to run, I'm down. I am down to clown. Can this block or just understaffed? Just understaffed. That's good, I guess. I want to brick this. I want to swing. Not in a great spot here. I think I want to threaten the trade. It says I'm dying. Oh, that's so annoying. I think I really need Path here. Can I win next turn even? Like, Lightning Bolt off the top. I think I'm losing this one. I need Path in this game. I need Path. In lieu of Boros Charm, probably. Yeah, that looks way better. Alright. That's a decent hand. 3 lands and spells. I can't really ship it away. But I'm not in love with it. I'm definitely not in love with it with this hand. Swear to God, if opponent smallpoxes me this game, I'm gonna be so mad. Didn't show any signs of boxing me. Ooh, that's good for us. Can we get a creature? Hallelujah. Well, I think I'm racing, so I'm casting Skewer here for because I've already dealt damage. Reveal Lurrus. Okay, so Lurrus is a problem. That's also a little bit problematic. I think we kill it, right? Or like... do we kill it? It's 1 damage now that we lose. But we gotta kill Lurrus. I mean, if I top deck a bolt, I could still win. My opponent doesn't have untapped sources though. I think I have to kill it here. It feels really bad. Okay, Path to Exile is good. You know what we need off the top? A Boros Charm. We need 1 simple Boros Charm and we win. Oh, please no Collective Brutality. No! Okay. No lands from opponent. I think opponent doesn't have untapped white sources that don't cost him life. It's probably on a... Yep. Can we get a removal? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I think this is still the better play. Another Lurrus, okay. Yeah. Trades, he goes down to 6, so we're in a good spot. Opponent skips his turn, maybe accidentally. I think we got him. Yep. We're actually pretty far away from actually getting him in reach. Holy hell. Alright guys, 1-2. Can we finish this league? This league's gone on for so long. Can we finish it real quick? Real quick. Alright. Good hand, good hand. Definitely keep this. Now, can we not face a bad matchup? That could be anything. Again, as usual, opening up with the shock means I get to... Well, that's not a bolt. Opening up with a shock means I get to play an untapped source next turn without being too obvious what I'm doing, if I'm holding up anything. Please no Chalice. Why, opponent? Why would you play Chalice of the Void? Why would you do that? Like, okay, realistically, of course I hate the card because it's good against me, but realistically, it's a bad card right now. Doesn't need anything too relevant. Like even against Prowess is not great, because you kind of need to do stuff before you play Chalice, or else the creatures will get you. And what a lot of people do is they don't play like cheap removal. If he plays a creature, I'll kill it. It's not a lot of value. I want to Skewer. Chalice on 2? Okay, Chandra. Wait, Yeptic Chandra? Really? Really, opponent? He seriously uptick Chandra. Do I want to kill Chandra? Probably not, right? I need to race here. Boros Charm off the top is lethal, unless my opponent plays a Chalice for 2. So it's Red Prison. Not a great matchup, to be honest, because of this. I'm not sure if they're playing like Dragon's Claw in the side, which they should. We also kind of don't care about that. We'll bring in Smash the Smithereens for sure, so... Okay. Come on, opponent, give me your worst. No, that's a lot of mana. Oh. It's actually not that bad. That's awful. Well, Lurrus is never gonna do anything. So let's draw. Please, game. Please, I just need a Boros Charm. It's not hard. Gosh, dang it. I mean, I still have a couple of spells that do it, right? Like a Rift Bolt into a Skewer. It's 4 damage per turn. I'm gonna concede. I don't have enough patience to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe I would have gotten it. Now this was gonna pop off. Yeah, I was just gonna lose. Alrighty then, Smash the Smithereens comes in, Kor comes in, our Grim Lavamancer goes out, Eidolon goes out. It's not great. It's not great in this spot. And Skullcrack probably goes out. Yep. Alright. It's a plan. It is a plan. Come on, opponent. That's good. Let's not skip our first turn. Come on, opponent, we actually have a good hand. Don't lose the game to mulligans. Do that when we have a bad hand. Oh boy. Oh boy. Him flinging away Blood Moon doesn't tell me a whole lot. Okay, bridge. It's not a great draw. My opponent's probably casting something annoying like Chalice on 1. Again. Okay, Goblin Guide's good here though. Ooh, and the Skewer. So let's get in for some. Do I want to suspend both Rift Bolts? Probably. This might dissuade him from going Chalice on 2 with like a ritual. Okay, bridge. Okay, but my guide can still attack though. The guide can still get in. It's a really poor play from opponent, I think. That's a really bad card for me though. Sadly, I gotta wait. Can't cast Skewer there. This is my only castable if he goes Chalice for 2, which he might. We're dealing with a crazy person here. He's playing Red Prison. Okay, I'm not sure what my opponent is doing. What can he have there? Can he have anything here to punish me? Okay. Emptying his hand. It's a lot of mana. 6 mana. Okay. I feel that my opponents get mad when I do this, but like, he passed the turn without casting anything. So of course I'm not gonna blindly cast Lightning Helix and hope he's not playing anything too relevant. I don't know the whole modern formats. There are bound to be cards that beat me there that I didn't consider. Decent hand, I think. Plays very well against Chalice. My opponent's gonna play Chalice on 1. You'll love to see it. You hate to see it until you love to see it. Ooh, Kor's a decent draw actually. Pretty much immune to all his spells. It keeps me in the game for a little while. Now I just hope he doesn't play something weird like Blood Moon. He should take them off. Alright. Okay, Chalice for 2 really screws us. So I'm actually playing Kor here. Because a Chalice on 2 breaks my hand entirely. But with this Kor on the field, I'm fine if he plays Chalice on 2 here. Obviously not fine, but better than... wait, let me... I'm gonna say always yield and always yes. A Chandra would be the best, a Chalice would be awful for us. Because we're then basically just slowly clocking him. Like, I do get to cast these for Kor, but... Okay, Chandra is fine. Ah, I always forget this. Chandra is omega fine. I'm not even killing Chandra. I could, but just racing here. Always yes, always yield. It's much easier like this. I'm going face here. do not care about my opponent. Did we lose 3 or 2? We lost 2. Am I still alive? Anger of the Gods. Cool story, bro. Kor doesn't care. Guess he's still alive. Ooh. Do I play it? I guess I do. Guys, after this game I gotta run. I'll upload the... oh, okay, so I went. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in, tuning in today. I have to run now. I have to go. I'll play the last match later and upload the VOD with said match completed and in the description, like just what it was and if I won or not. But winning this one is good, means I absolutely have waypoints for my next league, which should be tomorrow. Thank you a lot, like thank you very much. I don't even have words to describe what it means to me to get an actual sub the first day of being an affiliate. Thank you very much for that one. I'll try to set up a sideboard guide for subs at least by Monday. That's my objective. But I'm gonna stop here. Thank you very much and see you next time.